This is video P3, equations of lines, everything you need to know about those. I'm going to go kind of quickly, so hopefully this will be reviewed. There are four things that you need to know about every linear equation. These are the slope, which is a measure of rise over run, the y-intercept, the place where the equation or the line crosses the y-axis, the x-intercept, which is less popular but equally important when you're graphing, and an alternate form of the equation. And let me just put here the two forms that I'm thinking of. There is y equals mx plus b, which is called the slope-intercept form, very popular. And there is ax plus by equals c, which is called the standard form. Now, those of you that have been around also might remember that there is a point slope form, and it's fine. I don't ever use it, so I'm going to write it here, but you won't ever see me use it in class. But if you like it, you go right ahead. It takes a point and a slope. It is y minus the y coordinate of the point equals m times x minus the x coordinate, but I'm never going to use that one. I'm going to concentrate on these two right here. All right, so let's take the first form, y equals mx plus b. This is called slope-intercept form, and it is called that because there is the slope, and here is the y-intercept. Now, let's take an equation that is in this form. How about y equals negative 2/3 x minus 1? Now, remember I told you there are four things that we want to be able to tell about every linear equation. So let's just start with this one. The slope of this equation is y equals mx plus b, negative 2/3. The slope is just right there. The y-intercept, also just right there, is negative 1. This is the plus b, y-intercept negative 1. Now the x-intercept in a slope-intercept is not so easy to find, and an alternative form we'll have to get by working on this one a little bit. Let's start with number 4, the alternative form. Y is equal to negative 2/3 x minus 1. The alternative form would be the standard form, and to get that we're going to bring this piece over. Positive 2/3 x plus y is equal to negative 1. And then what we're trying to do is go to the standard form, which has no fractions. So we're going to multiply all the way through by 3, and this equation is going to become 2x plus 3y equals negative 3. Now this is your alternate form. This is standard form. So it was point slope, now it's in standard. The great thing about going to standard form is it's very easy to find the x-intercept. It is defined as c over a. This is c, this is a, so your x-intercept is negative 3/2. There are other ways to find that. You can let y be 0 and solve, but this is the easiest way to come from the standard form. So again, this is a y equals mx plus b equation. It is easy to find the slope. It's easy to find the y-intercept. It is easy to change it into an alternate form, the standard form, and then from there, easy to get our x-intercept. Okay, let's try a second example now. Suppose the equation came to you in this form. Ax plus by equals c. This is called standard form. And an example of an equation in standard form would be 5x minus 3y is equal to 30. Now, this is A, this is B, this is C. And again, let's list those four things we want to be able to find. The slope, the y-intercept, the x-intercept, and perhaps for some reason we might need an alternate form. And in this case, since we have the standard, our alternate would be y equals mx plus b. Now, we know how to find the slope easily with the slope-intercept problem. But with this one, the slope is also easy to find. You might remember this from 10th grade. The slope is defined as negative a over b, which is whatever a is, whatever b is, with one more negative thrown in. So the slope of this equation is positive 5 over negative 3 with one more negative thrown in for good measure, so it is positive 5/3. The slope of this is positive 5/3. The y-intercept is defined as c over b. That would be this c over this b. The y-intercept here should be negative 10. 30 over negative 3. The x-intercept is defined as c over a. 30 over 5. The x-intercept should be 6. And the alternate form for this equation is y equals mx plus b. So let's take this. 5x minus 3y is equal to 30. Let's take negative 3y equals negative 5x plus 30. Let's divide everything by 3. Y equals 5/3 x minus 10. And if you look, this will confirm and support what you got for both the slope and the y-intercept. Y equals mx, 5/3 is the slope, minus 10 plus b. Y is intercept is negative 10. So we have lots of checks and balances built into this system, and I think when you work on this in class today, you will see, or you will remember this. 4 things we want to know. Now I want to do one last thing before I close this video. There are 2 problem equations. One is x equals 2, and one is y equals 3. I'm going to just draw a line down the center of my paper. These, you know, represent equations of vertical and horizontal lines. And they are linear, but x equals 2, you go out on the x to 2, and you draw a line through it. Y equals 3, you go up on the y to 3, and you draw a line through it. Now, I just want to talk about these 4 things that I told you that you need to know about every equation, because we want to see how these can be a problem. First of all, I think it's always good to sketch. Second of all, when you talk about the slope, this one has an infinite slope, or cannot be determined, CNBD. Some people say it has no slope. It has a slope to me. Look at it. It looks like it's got a big slope, real slopey. This one has a slope of 0. This one has a y-intercept of, well, look, does it ever cross the y-axis? No, it has no y-intercept. This one has a y-intercept of, look carefully, it crosses the y-axis at 3. This one has an x-intercept. I'm just comparing these two. An x-intercept at 1, 2, at 2. This one has no x-intercept. So don't try to make up one, just say it doesn't have one. And number 4, alternative form of this standard form is x equals 2. Is there a y equals mx plus b form? No, there is not. There is no y in this equation, so you don't have an alternate form, so just write none. On this one, the y equals mx plus b form is y equals 3. Same as standard. This is slope-intercept. This is standard. They're the same. There is no slope-intercept on this. This is standard. So just be aware that those are strange little equations that kind of give you a reason to kind of stop and think. But not a problem there. All right, I think that'll do it. This is a review of some material from Algebra 1. So tomorrow in class, we'll work through this. Hopefully this will be helpful to you. See you tomorrow.